Hi guys, how are you? It's Brandy, and I'm here today to give you the scoop on what's going on around our house. First of all, in case you haven't watched any of my videos, I'm a mama and I'm married, and I'm also disabled. I have optic nerve hypoplasia, which is a form of congenital blindness, meaning I was born legally blind, and my vision has for the most part stayed stable, other than age-related vision problems like nearsightedness getting worse and stigmatisms and whatnot. Blah, blah, blah. ONH, optic nerve hypoplasia, is basically just an underdeveloped optic nerve. So, with that being said, when I do my vlogs or vlogs, or I'm not sure how you say that because I'm old and I'm out of touch, but when I do my videos, I like to incorporate how our daily life is affected by my low vision, which, it doesn't control, it doesn't rule who I am, it isn't who I am, but it does affect how we do things as a family and how I do things as an individual. So, with that in mind, here we go. I have a soon to be 11 or soon to be 12 and soon to be 13-year-old. My 13-year-old will be 13 in a few days, and I'm really sad. Well, I'm happy. I mean, she's a beautiful young girl. She's a beautiful, turning out to be a beautiful young lady, and I'm so proud of her. She's very artistic, and she feels deeply, and she's so many wonderful things. I could be here all day just praising her. Same with the younger one. She's just as beautiful, on the inside, and that's where it counts. My girls are, I'm just so lucky to be their mama. With that said, the younger one, who's going to be 12 in April, a month from now, has decided to be a vegetarian. A vegetarian, really? This is great. I'm happy for her. I totally support this, except now I have to figure out ways to cook for her, because we are carnivores in this house. Her father and I and her sister, we like our meat. Well, I could do without it, I think. Daddy and her sister really like steak and beef. So, meat is always at the dinner table. So now I'm going to have to make sure she's taken care of as far as protein goes. Yay! And let's see. Well, so there's that. And there's the older sister turning 13. Oh my gosh, help me. And let's see. We've decided to homeschool again. We've done this in the past, and it was a lot of fun, but that was when they were small. Well, they were smaller, 3rd and 4th grade, 2nd through 4th grade, I'd say. And now they're going to be 7th and 8th graders. I mean, I'm going to make them finish out this year. So when we start homeschooling, they will technically be considered 7th and 8th grade. Now, their grades are fine. The younger one is an all-A student. She's very bright, very bright. And the older one is all A's in language arts and whatnot. She struggles in math, and so that's going to be a little tricky because I'm not very good in math, but there's so many resources out there. We will find a way. And luckily the girls are only a year apart, so I believe the younger sister will help the older one with math, and the older one will help the younger one with English, and it'll work out like it did in the past. When they went back to public school, they were fine. In fact, they were ahead in reading. The younger one was ahead in math. They're smart. And I think there's so much pressure at schools these days, or at their school these days, that it's really hard to learn because you've got so much social pressure. And that's not to say that we're never going to go anywhere and they won't have a social life, because luckily my younger one has made 2 very good friends, and I think they're going to be around for a long time to come, and they're nice girls. So, she's got them. She's got Girl Scout. They've both got Girl Scouts. The older one has got some nice friends as well, so she's got that. And, they're going to be in extracurricular activities and whatnot, dance, sports, whatever they choose. So they're not going to be totally, stuck at home. The only thing that worries me or bothers me is that I don't drive, and so we can't just get up and go to a museum. For me, I believe if I drove, I would have been homeschooling them from day one because there's so many groups out there. I even live in a small town, but there's still a very large homeschooling community here in Texas, in the area that I'm in. So it is possible to have a healthy social life and homeschool. And thanks to technology, that's even more so true. But like I say, I can't get up and go to a museum, or if we're learning something and I think of a way to show it to them in real time, we can't just get in the car and go to the river and look for shells or fossils in the dirt or whatever on that spur of the moment time. But we do have the internet, and we've got some awesome ways to look these things up. So, and I think with the bullying that's going on and um, other things that are happening at school, it's really taking a toll on my kids. They are having a hard time with all the homework and all the sitting still for 8 hours. I mean, I couldn't imagine having to have that discipline. I mean, maybe it was that way when I was a kid. In fact, I'm sure it was. But looking back on it, did I like it? No. Could I have learned more if I was in an environment that was more comfortable and I wasn't pressured by the kids around me, my peers, to be quote unquote cool? I think I would have done better homeschooling. So, I think we're going to be okay. Of course, I'm a mama and I worry, and so does their dad. But lucky for me, he's very supportive. We're both worried, and I think that's what's going to make sure our kids are okay. So, anyway, if you are a homeschooling parent and you happen to have a disability, drop me a note. Send me a note on what it's like for you and the things that you struggle with. For me, I'm going to have my magnifying glasses and monocular to check their work and things, and I'm going to have a lot of eye strain, I think. But that's okay. They're worth it, and, I know I can do this, and I know my kids are important enough to me to where I'm going to work as hard as I can for them, so it'll be okay. If you are not disabled and you homeschool and you have any encouraging words, please leave them in the box below. I'd really appreciate it. I really appreciate your support, and please subscribe to my channel, and we have a lot to talk about in the future, I'm sure. So have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye!